Hey YouTubers, and welcome to Bevins Bricks. I'm Daryl, and today I'm going to show you how to build these three items in front of you. I was working on my Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorium, trying to get the finishing touches on it, which I still have a few more small things to do. And these were some of the items I planned on putting inside of it, so I thought I would do a real quick tutorial and show it off a little bit. This is the desk I'm putting on the first floor for Doctor Strange's living quarters. On this desk, you will see a small, simple green desk lamp. And then I also did a small, if I can get it off here, old-fashioned phone. And then lastly, as you can see on the table here, I tried to do an old-fashioned typewriter. This old-fashioned typewriter is actually quite a challenging build. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it real well on here. But something I want to point out is when you build this typewriter, you have to have a desk to build it on, as this is not removable. If I pop it off of this desk, this whole thing falls apart. So it's kind of a fragile build, but like I said, it's also kind of a tedious build. But I thought it might be something that would interest everybody. So anyway, let's get started. First thing I'm going to start with is the simplest of all the builds, which is this little desk lamp. And all it takes is two of these little guys, one little dish. Matter of fact, let's scoot that over a little better in front of the camera so we can get a better view and zoom in on it. And one of those little pieces. And again, it's really quite simple. This is just your base. You just take this little arm here and you click it to it. And then we take our other two pieces here, clip them together like so, and you can position the lamp however you like on a desk. So that is our desk lamp. The next thing we're going to work on building here is the old-fashioned telephone. And again, we're going to start with the small 2x2 round plate. We're going to take our 1x1 round tile, put it on any one of the studs. And then we're going to take this bar piece. We're going to put that smack in the middle. And then once we do that, we are going to take one of these little handle pieces and we are going to slide this piece up inside of that like so. Let's set that to the side for just a second. Then we take the other arm piece, clip it to it, and then we clip this to that arm. And I'm sticking it in just a little too far. Now we have the little handle there with the center piece. And now that we have that, we just simply take this stud or this modified plate, clip it onto that round metal plate, and then just clip it onto that. And you have your old-fashioned phone. And as you can see, I made a mirror image of them, but in either way, you can see how they go together. Like I said, it's another really simple build, and it gives a lot of nice detail. Both of these items, by the way, are items that would look great in an antique shop as well. Anyway, here you can see all the pieces in front of you that you will be needing. I do want to touch on this real quick in the aspect of I did get this idea from a photo I saw on Pinterest. The photo is saved on my Pinterest page. If you look in my description below of pretty much all my videos, you will find a link to my Pinterest page. And this particular picture, I believe, would be saved under my title that is Lego Ideas, if I'm not mistaken. So this isn't my personal creation. This was a picture I saw of somebody else's creation, and this is to the best of my ability how they created it. And now I'm going to share it with you guys. Now, instead of me trying to build this whole desk and everything else for you, as it's a pretty straightforward build, I just built a basic platform to build our typewriter on. So I'm going to just start with this. And most of the build is fairly simple. It's getting the keys flat. I'm probably not going to be able to get them flat in this video, but because I don't have my tweezers handy, and that's actually how I do it, is with my tweezers, but we'll do the best that we can. Anyway, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your 1x2 plate. You're going to put that on the front. This is the front of your typewriter. And then you are going to take this piece and put it on the back. Now once you have that on there, we are going to take this little piece, put it up front, and we are going to take our two plates with the clips on the side and put them on either side. If I can get it to snap in there. There we go. So that is our basic base now for our typewriter. Now we're going to take this little clip with the arm on it, and we put it on the back like so. Now we're going to hold off on these pieces because what it is, these come after we get the keys on. Now the trick, that's what this little grill plate is for, to doing the typewriter keys anyway, is you want to take and slide all these through the slot. You're going to put 4 in the top slot, and they will go all the way in, just so you know. See? Then you're going to put 4 in the bottom slot after you get the 4 in the top. And like I said, I do realize this is a tedious build, so let's try and do this as quick as possible. Like I said, just getting these in there is a pain in the rear. The parts that I'm using too, by the way, is the other half of these pieces, which you'll see me use a lot of those in a lot of my builds. I typically use them as a coin slot. And this is part of the reason why I have so many of these available, is from making this typewriter. Let me finish sliding all those in. Like I said, they are a bit touchy. There we go. And then what you want to try and do is get them as flat as possible. So now you should have a bunch of those arms sticking through. So that'll be the back of it. This will be the front of it. I hope you can see that anyway, and it's not jumping out of focus too much anyway. Like I said, it is a tedious build, and one of those just slid back on me. So anyway, you should see, like I said, try and get them as flat as possible. Now what you're going to do with that, now that we have that in there like so, let me refocus everything. You're going to take that piece, and we are going to put it and kind of clip it on sideways there. And then the object is to push all your keys in and to keep them as flat as possible, which is a very difficult task. Which I think I kind of got it on this. Oops. And like I said, what I actually ended up doing is I used tweezers to do this, so I highly recommend tweezers. And then you can get your gapping and spacing and all that correct as well. But anyway, I have my ugly keyboard at the moment. Like I said, I need my tweezers and I don't have them handy. You would want to try and pull... No, I don't have them with me, so I can't do it. But anyway, once you get them lined up as well as you can possibly do, what you would want to do is take these two little arms here. You're going to put one on each side into those little clips. And like I said, my typewriter piece isn't wanting to stay on there. And then you take this little bar and you pop that over it. And what it is if you had these all in a nice straight line, the tension from this coming down on these arms would hold them in place. Like I said, again, mine are not in the most straight order, and like I said, I don't want to sit here and spend the next 20 minutes trying to get them in order for the video, but I'm sure you'll get the idea at home. Then the last thing you want to do is take the little minifig arm, and then you're going to clip it on there like so for the return arm. And when you're done, you should have a nice looking typewriter like that. Like I said, I'm sorry. I know that's horrible on there, but that is the only way I know how to do it. Is you need to have tweezers to sit and be able to pull them in and out to get them to where they're nice and lined up. But as you can see, once you get the arm pressed down on it, it holds everything in really nicely, and the finished product of it is extremely nice. But like I said, you can look forward to seeing this particular build in my Doctor Strange Sanctorium. Anyway, I hope you, as always, I hope you enjoyed coming to Bevins Bricks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment below. Um, and if you have any questions or any other things you'd like to see built, please let me know. I'm still trying to stick with the smaller builds right now. I'm working on trying to do some stuff with Studio. I'm not very good at it. I'm very slow with it. Once I do get some of that done, I will probably try and make some of those directions available on Bricklink or something somehow. For some of my builds, like Taco Bell, for example, and my Pizza Hut, and possibly even maybe my parking garage, even though I made a basic video on how you can do that as well. But anyway, as always, I thank you for coming to Bevins Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below, and we will see you next time on Bevins Bricks.